This is Crystal House. Started out in 2001. Basically, it's a housing cooperative for Black and brown folks, people who identify with their African heritage, African descent, original peoples, and indigenous folks. It's a liberated space that we designed here out in Brooklyn, in East New York. Because of all the gentrification and displacement that's going on right now, a lot of the wealthy folks that are moving here to New York, we wanted to ensure that there was a space for Black and brown folks, that they can hold down a space where they could do the healing and kind of like deconditioning from the internalized oppression that they're going through. So we wanted to make sure that there was a low-cost living space for folks to live in New York City and have access to those resources without giving up 5/6 of their paycheck.
And what led you to your politics? Do you remember?
Yeah, the first bully that I met on my block, I was like 11 years old, and there was a bully on our block, and he used to just be a terror, and we organized and we jumped him. We weren't taking it, as kids. I mean, we got our asses kicked and everything like that, but it was my first organizing experience, as you said. I think more so, though, who showed me the most was my mother, because of all the struggles that she went through, being a single mom, raising 3 kids here in New York City. And I got involved doing this because I saw a lot of the displacement that we as a family went through growing up here in New York City, and her struggling. Like, this was like the first permanent space that I've ever had to grow up in, right? Because growing up here in New York, we would be moving from place to place, from like Washington Heights, from Harlem to Jackson Heights, constantly on the move because of just greedy landlords or greedy developers, not wanting to deal with kids or not wanting to deal with a single mother, and so that's part of the reason why, this whole first floor is kind of like a common space where the residents utilize for their own purposes. And then we also offer it to the community to do different events, because like, say if you want to get you want to rent a venue in New York City, it could be really expensive. There'll be like a $3,000 bar guarantee, or they'll charge you $1,500 for the night. Here we'll ask for a donation from anywhere from like $300 to $500. You start claiming and reclaiming not only your own internalized development, but you're also the external form of development, right? Looking at us as developers of the land, not just someone who's got a multinational corporation backing them, coming into our communities, talking about they're going to help develop the land, and then them getting their corporate welfare or their, social welfare and incentives for coming in to displace us. We want to show another model where you can actually fund folks in our communities that actually have really great ideas, that are doing some beautiful, beautiful work in our communities, and how they need support also, right? But because they're not recognized as such, that we're seen more as disposable, so they push us out. The gentrification with police violence and racism, we say racism because, that's what people can understand mostly, but, racism is just an arm of white supremacy. It's just one part of it, just like militarization of our communities is just one arm of what's going on here in our communities, See, once you start showing things like this, a lot of times people, when they see the beauty of things, they want to take it from you, And so that's why we keep the inside looking one particular way and the outside looking another particular way. Which is all going to change soon, though, because it's time for us to shine completely now. This is the beginning of the garden, but this is all community effort, What's up, y'all?
What's up?
Everything good? This garden was started by one of the elders here in the community. His name is Mr. James. It's called Green James Garden. This used to be all garbage, And when I say garbage, I'm talking about it had tires, it had oil in it, and it's just, you could imagine, like, a lot of the development that you're seeing here now is a lot of these are a lot of new buildings. These used to be all empty lots around here. Even next door to us used to be an empty lot. The city will come, try to claim it, try to shut it down, try to steer ownership to somebody else. But we always stay The flags just represent everything that's around here.
Yeah, which nationalities we got?
We got Puerto Rico, we got Haiti, we got the new African flag, we got the American flag up there, we got Puerto Rican flag up here, we got the Chilean flag up here, we got Bolivia, we got the Dominican Republic, you know. That's the man right there, that's Papo, you know. Papo's the one who basically, he holds it down. On a day-to-day, he holds it down. And so a lot of the structures that you see here were created by Papo, and you know we scavenged up a lot of the material for him to use. He's taken over and like maintained, built a lot of the structures, keeps this garden on a day-to-day basis.
Like therapy for me. Rub the pig.
Oh, you got the domino set? Okay, okay. Uh-oh, it's on now. That's it. So in here we grow, we got strawberries, we got cherries, we got apples, we got peaches, we got pears, and we got grapes. No GMOs, nothing, you know? You gotta imagine, like, this used to be garbage, you know? This is how they treated our communities 25 years ago. They used to just dump garbage here, you know? Where people lived. And they had no qualms about it, you know? And so my message would be is like, we don't have to settle for our conditions, you know? We can transform our conditions at any given time. Like, everybody did this here out of heart. Everybody did this here out of passion, you know? Everything that you're recording today is done out of passion, done out of heart, you know? Not only for us to survive, but to make sure that, you know, we're shining, you know? And we're shining in a way that this garden replicates. It really does something for the soul, especially for your health, you know. It's not just about survival, but it's about living, you know, and making sure that you're living your best life in a more holistic kind of fashion.